Hello? Hi, hello, Myron. Hi, Fresh. All right, so technically I have 3 points of contention, but I have two big ones. The second one involves them boys. Are we going to be able to get into that
No.
if you guys are still on YouTube?
Just give your first point of contention. Go ahead.
All right, my first one is it's free speech. I have a contention with free speech in general, so I wanted to ask you a question.
Are you American?
So I don't strum your
Are you an American?
I'm American. Yeah, I'm an American, yes.
So you have a contention with free speech?
Yes, I do, but we'll get to that. I just want to verify what's your stance on free speech, so I don't straw man your position. Can you just tell me? Can you just regurgitate it for me?
A free speech absolutist, so I think that people should be able to have free speech and say what they want to say, whether I like it or not, or I agree with it or not.
All right. So, but can you say if you disagree with the statement? A society cannot maintain its morals and values with free speech intact.
From a religious perspective, or what?
In general, no matter
where are you drawing your morality from?
I'm drawing it from, well, mainly it's religious points and a little bit of subjectivity.
Well, that's why
it mainly comes from subjectivity.
Well, okay. Well, which one is it, bro?
I mean, it doesn't matter which one. Even if it's
no. It's integral to the argument, because if you want to sit here and say we can't, a nation can't maintain its morality through free speech. If free speech exists, they can't coexist. I'm asking you where you're drawing your morality from, so that we can go and kind of
beyond the scope. Look, I'm about to explain to you. Look, even if it's subjective or objective, the society won't maintain, because morality for this society used to be objective, and it's still switched. In a society that has subjective morality, it will constantly change no matter what.
Where are you drawing your morality from? Are you drawing it from religion, or where are you getting it from?
It doesn't matter where I draw my morality from. It doesn't. Where my morality draws from has nothing to do with
it matters. I'll give you an example.
Argument.
It does matter, because, for example, right?
Explain.
You can't criticize the prophet, right? And that obviously in Islam, right? So, in one religion that's immoral, but in another one it might not be immoral, because if you're a Christian or Jewish, right? You're like, oh, well, I can criticize the prophet because I'm not of that religion, so it doesn't matter, right? So what I'm saying is that your morality, where you're drawing your morality from, matters.
Okay, let's say.
But that's why the whole concept of hold on. But that's why the whole concept of separation of church and state was a thing in the United States, because they understood exactly the argument you're trying to make right now.
What? That drawing my morality from. I'm saying that
because religion, because religion a lot of the times can't coexist with absolute freedom of speech, aka the First Amendment. So they're like, okay, the founding fathers said, all right.
Yeah, that's the same thing with subjective morality as well. Even with free speech, the morality that the society.
How about this? Make your stance. Make your argument then. Just make your argument. So your argument is that you don't like freedom of speech because it has, you cannot have freedom of speech and have morality. Is that what you're arguing?
It's not that. It's that society will constantly change and evolve. Like, for example, things that are once good for society will change. For example, your disagreement. You disagree with the idea of feminism, right? Can't you say that the only reason why feminism existed was because of free speech?
Well, there are a bunch of other institutional things that came into play as well. Like,
which is what,
because speech is one thing, but speech is one thing, but then for it to actually, take shape and form, etc., there was financial reasons behind that. Capitalism, aka, increasing the labor force.
But if society would have had its objective morality of Christianity that it had, it would have never changed and kept constantly changing into what we have today. You get what I'm saying? If they would have upholded their belief of just keeping it Christian, it would never have changed.
All right, so you are using religion as your basis of morality.
I'm not using. I'm just saying that, for
example,
no matter what society you have, I'm saying no matter what society it is, whether it's religious or non-religious, if you keep allowing for other things to divulge into it, it won't stay the same. For example, we could say the same thing about red pill, for example. You have to look. All right, put it like this: you have to look at it as an amoeba. When you have people who disagree with you, eventually it will multiply the amount of people that disagree with you, and eventually the.
Okay, bro. You don't like freedom of speech. Great. All right.
Huh?
You don't like freedom of speech. Cool.
But do you agree though that it will it has negative effects that it will lead to things that it's hard for me to explain because it's just something that I've just recently come up with. You get what I'm saying?
In order to have a free marketplace of ideas, you must be willing to risk negative ramifications of free said marketplace. That's just what comes with it, bro.
But can you agree though that it will have a society that will constantly war with each other essentially?
Yes, yes, because freedom of speech, right, is going to offend people. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's an open marketplace of ideas, and the open marketplace of ideas could lead to adverse things. That's just the reality.
Yes.
But hopefully,
and this is why we have.
Hopefully,
and this is why we have the America that we have today. Because
okay, well, bro, look. If you don't like it, then leave.
That's not. I'm just okay. That's not my main thing. Isn't about
like nigga. It's the First Amendment for a reason. Like, bro, like if you don't like it, then leave. But what I am saying is that I understand your position. Your position is freedom of speech can lead to problems. Cool, I agree with that, right? But
oh my God,
I agree with that. Yeah. But I understand as well that a lot of great things also come from freedom of speech.
But can you agree though that if we never had if America never had freedom of speech, it would be more of a better society?
Then it wouldn't be America. Go back to England where they don't have freedom of speech. Then
okay,
that's exactly why the founding fathers left.
But would it have been a better society if it never had free speech? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, look at England. England is what America would have been if we didn't have free speech. Look at England.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the ideas that it had originally.
Bro,
and it never
you
changed.
literally have. You have what you're talking about. Oh, America would be great if we didn't have free speech. Okay, literally, you know what America is without free speech? It's the United Kingdom. That's why the founding fathers left. And they sailed across the fucking sea, right? Because they're like, all right, we want freedom of speech. We're tired of this shit. The UK is what America would have been without the First Amendment, bro.
They would imprison. I mean, I get what you're saying. They would imprison people who like didn't agree with their society's ideals. But this is a thing that.
Get to your next point, man. Get to your next point, bro. Because this is a very foolish thing. Because we're arguing past each other. Like I agree with you that the freedom of speech does open a door for cans of worms to be opened. But I think that the freedom of speech is a unique thing that makes America great. Though it's caused problems, it's also made us great.
Will never close.
It comes at a cost.
I'm saying that the
comes at a cost, bro.
Will never close.
But
liberty is expensive, bro.
Well, have you seen, caller, that in the UK now they're coming to your doorstep? The police are coming to your doorstep for tweets.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You tweet about something.
Yes, I agree. I would want them to come to the doorstep, but for things of ideologies I disagree with, because
all right, bro. Go to your second point. Go to your second point, bro. Go to your second point.
What?
Go to your second point, man.
All right, hold on. I'm about to explain it. For example,
no, nigga, go to your second point. This ain't your show. Go to your second point. This point is mostly with them boys though. But I don't think we should. What's your thing? What do you want to say? Just make it quick. What?
All right. See, now I'm gonna sound dumb.